Okay. So then April started. This year, we are entering into on the 7th, we're entering into the 6,000th year since Adam. 6,000th year since Adam and Eve. Well, since the creation of man, let's just say that. That's the 303rd generation. There's 303 generations of humans since Adam. And so I want to make sure that people know and understand that. There there are other things that people don't know. Christ was crucified a week before his 34th birthday. We know he was born in April because in the story of Christ being born, Mary and Joseph traveled a long way, and they arrived while the nights were still cold, but while the shepherds were still in their fields. When are shepherds in their fields? They're there when the lambs are being born. Historically, lambs are always being born in the spring in April. Okay. Um, Humans with agriculture, we've kind of changed those things, but that's the way it was in the ancient times. And I'm trying to be careful what I say here, but the crucifixion was a week before that. Both his birth and death occurred in April. That's why it's called the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the birth and the death of Christ. And his ascension also occurred in April, as you know. So I'm gonna leave it at that. There's 13 months. Everybody wonders what the month that's missing is. It's between June and July, and it's a month of Tammuz or Sol. So Tammuz or Sol, Sol. So that is the missing month. Okay. And just wanted to run that by you a little bit before we get into some of the other things. Some of the bullet points, and I want to thank Bo for typing all this out, and putting it all together for us. This is we got a good team here at Freeman Bot. We really do, and I'm proud of every single person that contributes. But Bo has things like Genesis 1:14 and 15 speaks to us of the celestial bodies, the sun, the moon, and the stars, created by God to serve as signs, marking times and seasons. In Psalms 19:1, the heavens display the glory of God. So we always look to the stars, the moon, the planets, the suns for signs. And that's what man is supposed to do. On August 21st of 2017, there was a total solar eclipse. It happened to coincide with Yom Kippur. Trump declared Jerusalem the capital of Israel instead of Tel Aviv. The path of totality went through 7 cities named Salem in the United States, which means peace. The final area when leaving South Carolina, what is the area? It was the area where the Civil War started. Now, that started in Bend, Oregon, and traveled east to South Carolina, that eclipse. And it ended in South Carolina, right where the Civil War started. And it's a pretty amazing thing. On October 14th of 2023, there was an annular eclipse. It was the day that Hamas attacked on Israel and killed 1,400 people and kidnapped others. Hamas learned that Israel was collecting red heifers for a sacrifice. Red heifers are required to cleanse the tools to build the third temple. The third temple, according to prophecy, is the one the Antichrist will desecrate. Jesus became our sacrifice. We are the new temples of the Holy Spirit. You know, the red calves have already been sent. They're there. They're ready for the sacrifice to take place. It's in position right now. Everything is lining up. When these things line up, God's commandments are fulfilled, and he says what he's going to do. On April 8th, we'll take this eclipse that literally travels from Jonah, Texas, passes through 2 Ninevehs and 4 Joppas. These are, this is a critical path it's taking, and it's starting from Eagle Pass, Texas. Eagle Pass. What has been going on with Eagle Pass? This is where all the migration has been coming over the Texas border. And this is where it starts, where this eclipse starts. Think about these things and ponder them a little bit. Eagle Pass is also where the Civil War ended. It's where it ended. Compare that to the eclipse that we've already had. Anyway. There's some pretty deep things you can think about here. The 2 total solar eclipses make an X in the center of our country, right in Illinois, right next to Salem Road in Rapture, Indiana. This area of southern Illinois is known as Little Egypt. Now that's kind of interesting. I was talking to Bo earlier today, and I mentioned about all the Egyptian artifacts that have been found in the United States and where they've been found. And one of the biggest discoveries of Egyptian artifacts was a cave called Burroughs Cave in southern Illinois. Many Egyptian artifacts, and Burroughs was discredited. The Smithsonian, the U.S. government didn't want this discovery to be brought out, just like they didn't want the one discovered in the 1920s in the Grand Canyon or other areas. But the map has been found